With this. One little lonely little second, y'all. 1 second. Well, that's good. That's like these other lazy kids. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Okay, Sweet Squad. Here I am. Here I go. Here I go. Good evening. Good evening, Swig Squad. I come to you today to do this little sad, little lonely, Married to Medicine reunion. And listen, when I say I won't be before you long this evening, I mean that with every fiber of my being. I will not be before you long at all. Because first of all, this episode, they could have tweeted this episode. This was some scraps off the floor, the cutting room floor that they picked up and was like, let's just make an episode out of this. Come on, make an episode out of this, because this episode it was nothing. It was a bunch of regurgitated, repeated stuff of the episode. That's all it was. This was Married to Medicine, season, I want to say 11. I think it's 11. Season 11. The part 3 of the reunion. Good evening, Swig Squad. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? How's everybody? Hello, L King. Hey. Hello. Hello, L King. How are you? Thank you for joining. Untitled. Is that Swindler? 2 for Tuesday. Coper. Hello, Susan Wright. Thank you for joining. Can y'all please hit the like button? Please hit the thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Can you please hit the thumbs up? Thank you. This is your girl T with the Diva. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Y'all join my membership. I got a 4-tier membership. And it's some goodies in there. Guys. So this is a review for Married to Medicine, part 3 of the reunion. And the reunion starts off Andy still trying to make King and Dr. G be friends. King and Dr. G will never be friends. The only thing they have in common is quad. That's it. They don't have anything else in common. Dr. G is 4'11" and King is 6'4". They won't have anything in common. They won't be friends. King, I'm gonna need you, sir, stop addressing Dr. G. He does not want to be your friend. You cannot tell him about his temper, his temperament, how he speaks to women. Just make sure he does not speak to your women, your woman, in that way again. You made that point and you made it very clear. You do not want him to speak to your woman in a disrespectful manner. Got it, get it, good. Um, they were talking to the men. Um, Eugene just, was just saying that he just feels like the women can kind of, get away with things and they may be, you know, emotional because women are emotional. And that doesn't mean that a man should respond to them. That does not mean when a woman is emotional and she's expressing herself with her words or whatnot, as a man, you should just yes, you should just remove yourself. Yes, L King. You should just totally just remove yourself. As a man, when a woman is speaking and getting emotional, as long as she's not doing all that name calling, because I'm not the girl who feel like you need to be hurling B's and H's and calling me and all kind of names. I don't like that. But when a woman is just expressing herself and being emotional like women are, I feel like men should just pipe down. Because as a man, it's not going to be a good look when you go back at a woman and you try to retaliate with words. Because a man could never outtalk a woman. Ever, ever. It'll never happen. It couldn't happen in the last lifetime, and it ain't happening in this one. So yeah. So that's what I think King was trying to just, express that with he was trying to tell, get Dr. G to understand that. I feel like right message, wrong messenger. The messenger shouldn't have delivered the message because he's not going to hear it. You're saying it, he's not going to hear it. The ladies, while the men were outside, were out on the stage, the ladies were beefed out. Quad and Simone was just arguing, bickering, screaming, and hollering at each other. And Simone, you repeat the same stuff every argument. Every time you and Quad argue, Simone says the exact same thing. You ain't never around until the cameras come. You are not nobody's friend. You're not anybody's true friend. You don't want to be seen until the cameras are around. Quad says, I was with you when we were looking for your father. I went out of town with you, going door to door to look for your dad when your dad was missing. Simone gets emotional. Don't bring up my father. Don't bring up my father. So they arguing and going back and forth. Toya is in Quad's ear, telling her that at least Simone expressed herself. I don't know if I feel like I can appreciate that. Simone is just not the type of person that I feel like holds her tongue. She just don't. Simone does not usually hold her tongue. So, therefore, I'm not able to respect her being free and saying what she means because she doesn't not say what she means. She never does that. Have a good night, King. L King. But I just feel like Simone is going to say what she means. She's going to express herself. So that Toya giving Quad that speech that she was giving her when she was saying that you should just appreciate her because she expressed herself. I just feel like that was not necessary because when was a time that Simone did not express herself? Simone is always expressing herself. So I just feel like that little pep talk wasn't necessary. Um Simone felt like she befriended Sweet Tea because of Quad's betrayal. She felt like, you are always betraying us, and I just feel like we picked her up because you betrayed us. So I felt like at that point, Sweet Tea probably should have been like, so am I just a pawn? Is that what I am? Do you really feel like I'm really a pawn? Like, am I a valuable, do I hold a valuable space in this friendship? Or do you guys just use me to throw up in Quad's face and to punish Quad with? So now it's like Sweet Tea has to be in the group and know that she holds no substance. She holds no substance, and she is just she's just a pawn. Also, I wanted to ask Simone. Simone, the question that I have for you is, last season, you put Quad out of the group. You told Quad that she needed to leave, that her services were no longer needed. You told her that nobody liked her. You told her that she wasn't a friend to anybody, and nobody wanted her on that trip, and you felt like um she didn't have any loyalty to anybody. You felt like she was just pretty much taking up space. So you didn't want her on the trip. You told her to excuse herself, and you told her to leave. Now, please express to me, at what point should she have called you guys and said, hey, y'all, I got a man. I got a new man, y'all. My boyfriend here. Because to me, it looked like your issue in that argument at that particular point was the fact that Quad wouldn't, I don't know, I guess wasn't transparent enough with y'all. I think you felt like she is the one in the friendship who withholds a lot of her business. And I swear, if I was her, I would do the same thing. When people don't feel like the people that they're sharing their information, their business, their updates, when they feel like the people that they're sharing their information with is not going to appreciate it, is not going to respect it, is not going to nurture it, is not going to withhold it, they tend to not want to share. People that are not transparent, usually they are very careful with their business, and they really are selective with who they are sharing with and what they are sharing. So if y'all are a group of friends who are not treating said person with value, everything will be tight-lipped. You won't find out nothing. Everything that y'all learn about Quad is going to be probably on social media. Y'all probably won't learn anything about Quad unless you learn it when everybody else learn it. It will have to be something that when she wants to share with the world, she'll share with y'all shortly before that. because she does not want to. I mean, it's a chance y'all gonna hurt her feelings. She gonna come to y'all. She gonna be transparent. She gonna try to share with y'all, what she thinks she wanna say. And then y'all gonna pick it apart and tell her how she not a loyal friend. And y'all gonna tell her how she don't come around unless the cameras are there. And she is going to have to decide what she wants to share with y'all. Because at this point, there is nobody protecting Quad but Quad. And I'm telling you right now, if I was in a friendship with you, I wouldn't share nothing with you either. I would not want to be transparent about much of anything. I would not want to be serious about. I wouldn't even think y'all would be serious about anything that I went through. And I would be very careful because I would feel like anything that I shared with you ladies, you would throw it back in my face. And I would be afraid to confide in you. Hello, how you doing, Castle? Thank you for joining. I would be afraid to confide in a bunch of women who are always hot and cold. So nobody is always on my team, right, wrong, or indifferent. I would feel like I don't have a strong friend in this group. So therefore, I'm keeping everything about my life close to the chest. I'm not revealing anything to you. There will be no transparency. Every time we get together and have conversations, it'll be total fluff talk. I'll have conversations with you. We'll talk about the weather. We'll talk about what we bought, and if anybody been anywhere and bought anything new. Anybody been shopping? What y'all been watching on TV? What y'all been seeing? We'll talk about that stuff. That's the stuff that we'll converse about. What your kids been up to? Oh, they been good. Everything will be surface talk because I'm afraid to give you any deep, serious information because at the end of the day, you're going to use it against me when you get mad on Mad Day. On Mad Day, I'm going to have to hear about how I told you I had a man and when we got into it and he cheated on me and I didn't want him to cheat on me and I was hurt and I went in, whatever the case is, I would have to remember and filter that information to y'all because I feel like it's y'all against Quad. I feel like every episode, like nobody else, Heavenly gets, Heavenly beefs with everybody, but Heavenly don't really care. She play this show like it's a game. She just like, who want to argue with me tomorrow? Who want to argue with me now? Okay, I argue with you. That's all. Heavenly looking at this like this some easy money to her. She ain't putting her feelings into it. She ain't bringing her family into it. She not bringing any deep, dark secrets into it. So I feel like Quad is the only one that has to deal with what she has to deal with. She's the only one that every single season somebody else find a way to a reason somebody else or everybody else find a reason to beef with her, not have her back, not want to be bothered with her. And hey Sandy, she smells something. And yeah, so I just feel like Quad is always, she an easy target. At the end, Andy asked if Quad and King could cohabitate with Dr. G and Sweet Tea. Um, Sweet Tea said yes. Quad said no. She says she's not willing to put her relationship on the line for their bond or their show or their entertainment. She also said that when she speaks highly of her man, does not mean that she's taking a jab at Dr. G. And I agree with that. I don't. I mean, I'm feeling like, why do you have to take everything offensive when she says something good about her new man? Why is that something that you feel like you want to take offense of? Dr. G is just a girl to me. He's so emotional. He's just so emotional. Um, Andy wanted Quad to say Sweet Tea and Quad. First, he wanted Dr. Heavenly to say something nice to Contessa. Dr. Heavenly, went through her little apology tour with Contessa, which she gonna be tweeting something bad about her next week. So don't nobody take Heavenly serious. But Heavenly says, um, Dr. Contessa, she says that she wants them to get to a better place. She wants them to get back to their sisterhood. I don't think that'll ever happen. But Contessa said that Dr. Heavenly looked nice. Quad, Sweet Tea said to Quad that um, she wishes her the best on her IVF journey. I didn't even know that Quad was undergoing IVF. I thought Quad was just fertile as any other woman. I didn't know that she was having problems. But she said that she wishes Quad the best on her IVF journey. Quad says to Sweet Tea, she says that if they were to get on a good footing with one another, that they would realize that they have more in common than they don't. Um, Sweet Tea responded with, maybe we can bond over. Hey, Beverly, thank you for joining. Sweet Tea said, Beverly, I'm only on here temporarily today. I just came through here to do this quick little half of a review for Married to Medicine because I don't even feel like it was a real episode. I feel like they put a couple tweets together and made a show, and that was it. So it really wasn't much of anything. But anyway, Sweet Tea said to Quad, that they could probably bond over them being able to share secrets and tips about you know the IVF process. And I think that that would be a good thing for them. I feel like it would be better if Quad and Sweet Tea can get on one footing, on the same accord, because I feel like that way nobody can say that Sweet Tea is jealous of Quad, and nobody can say that Quad is jealous of Sweet Tea, because I don't believe either of them are really jealous of one another. I think that they just, were pitted against each other at a very unopportune time. And it really wasn't much for them to do but just go at each other next. They were always positioned in some way for them to beef or to argue or to bicker with one another. And I think that that was by design. I think that's the way that, that they wanted everything to go. So I think that's how they felt, like the only way that they felt that it would be successful, that it would be entertaining. And maybe so, because that's pretty much all we've been getting lately. Besides Phaedra. and old boy coming back. But yeah, Swing Squad, that was really all because this show was just so redundant and lacked substance that I didn't even take no notes. I just decided the points that I wanted to speak about because again, all they did was repeated the same, regurgitated the same mess that they had been beefing about, and that was it. They didn't put nothing into the episode or the final finale of the reunion. So ain't no substance to add. It's been real. Thank you all. Hello to everybody that's gonna watch this on a replay. And this is Tea with the Diva, and y'all have a good evening. I'm out.